Yo, what's up, everybody, and welcome back to the official Goobster's Room podcast. And today, I am joined here by the one, the only, YVS Village.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We in this bitch. We going stupid. You already feel me?
Oh yeah, say what's up. Say what's up.
We outside. You feel me? All that.
So yeah, real quick, introduce yourself, who you are, and what you do for the new fans who may be watching, for the new ones who may not fully know.
Yeah, I'm an artist. I'm a rapper. You know what I'm saying? Slash singer. You know what I'm saying? I'm from. I was originally born in Philadelphia, but I was raised in L.A. You know what I'm saying? I rep the Valley. You know what I mean? I'm making hits. You know what I'm saying? Bangers, all that. We going crazy, and we going stupid.
Oh yeah, yeah. He was just playing me some music. Sounds super fucking fire. And for those who may not know, he's artist, singer. You can check out all his shit at YVS Village on everything. Follow his Instagram. Do all that.
Sir.
Yeah. So before we get started, I just want to make sure everybody has their drinks, has their snacks.
Yeah, I'm lit.
Has their vibes.
Lit.
Yeah,
I'm lit.
has everything they need
Yeah.
they can get in the mood. Just chill.
Yeah, I'm definitely zooted.
For shorties.
Definitely zooted.
Cool. So we already talking about this a little bit, but let's explain more for the people who are watching to be more familiar with you. But yeah, so how did you get into music? How did it all start? What year was it, and how long have you been doing it?
It was 2016, honestly. I think it was just the era of just SoundCloud, and I think one of my biggest inspos is what is Uzi. And I remember when I first heard Lil Uzi, I was just like, what the hell? This nigga's different. In a sense of just him being himself, you know what I mean, and authentic to who he is.
Mm-hmm.
And he's a street dude, you know what I mean, and he just was into different shit. And growing up, I wasn't street, you know what I mean. I'm definitely not street at all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean. I just seeing someone being authentic to themselves and being who they are, I think really just inspired me and made me really just understand that if he can do it, I can do it too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I actually got into music. That was one of the reasons he inspired me. You really make it
to start it.
Yeah, no, not even really to start it, but to really take it seriously. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Just
And that's when you were 15. You said, right?
Yeah, 15. He was the one that kind of just oh my god, it's so dope. I want to be like him. He gives me that energy. If I'm gonna do music, I'm gonna do his energy. You know what I mean? Make his type of music. And then I actually started making music because all the other kids in my area were making music, and they were cool, and they had crazy drip, and they got hella bitches. So I wanted.
Where was that?
Bro, that was it was you know what I mean, just in the valley, you know what I mean. They were Instagram famous, and then they were just popping, and I was just bro, they're cool and shit. They getting all the hoes and shit. I'm damn, I'm gonna go to hoes, man. You feel me? It just on some shit where you know what I mean. You see someone that's in your area that's doing cool shit, and you want to do cool shit, and I just felt maybe I can, maybe I can do it better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's the thing. I didn't even really want to really do music at first. I wanted to play football. You feel me? I wanted to you know what I mean. And that's crazy because I played football all four years. And shit like that. High school, I played a little bit in middle. I played in middle school too. So
what high school did you go to?
I went to actually 3 high schools. I went to Grant, I went to Birmingham, and then I went to a school called Heritage Christian, a small school. It's a private school.
Oh, okay.
It's a Christian school. I graduated from there. But back to that, I just you feel me? I just saw these other niggas doing it, and I was I want to do it, and I just kept on doing it, and it was crazy because it was the one time in my life I actually felt confident in something, you feel me?
Yeah.
When I started getting into music, I feel it was a great origin story, you feel me? I came in with greed, and I came in with just wanting to do it just for wanting something.
Yeah.
And then I actually felt wow, I actually found my purpose, you feel me? Because literally, I remember I transferred 3 times, you feel me? And so I transferred back to my old school, Grant, when I left Birmingham, because I only went to Birmingham for a semester.
Yeah.
So I went back to Grant, and I was there and shit like that. And I was just chilling, but I spent too much time at Grant, so I couldn't transfer back to Birmingham. So and I wanted to stay there, but I guess because I transferred too many times, I had to I had to play JV my junior senior season, and I'm what the fuck, I'm not gonna get an offer like that, this shit's dumb, fuck football, this shit's stupid, you feel me? And it just made me kind of just want to do music more because football was on some BS, you feel me?
Yeah.
But it's crazy though, because I still wanted to play ball. You know what I mean? And my mom was like really pushing for me too. I was like kind of gonna like give up that shit, but I was like, you know what, fuck it. Fuck it, I'm gonna go.
And what made you make that choice? Yeah, just because of the bullshit.
Yeah, because the
football?
bullshit, bro. Like, you feel me, in the transferring shit. You feel me, that kind of threw me off, and it was my fault. You feel me? I should have stayed at one school. I should never like kept on transferring and shit like that.
Yeah.
I just really wasn't feeling Birmingham. Like, it was dope. I made like a lot of friends there, but like, it's just my grades were really bad, like really fucking bad. And,
Okay.
So I was like, fuck that. You know what I mean? Because I probably wouldn't be able to focus, and I was like, whatever. So yeah, I left, and I went back to Grant. That shit happened. Then I went to Heritage, small private school. Boom, bada bing. And yeah, but I played all 4 years, and I did my shit. So that was pretty nice. I had a couple like D2 offers, but I'm not gonna do all that game.
Yeah.
Like, that shit was like just dumb. But like that's the thing, I still kept on making music and like grinding. Like I kept on like promoting my music and started pushing it, you feel me? And just kept it being real, like, bro, like, you feel me? It was just on some shit where it was just like I just was being authentic to myself. I never capped in my raps. I never like did none of that weird shit. I always kept it me, you feel me?
Yeah.
And I always kept it authentic. And I just made music that I liked.
Yeah.
And then, you know what I mean? And then I'm here now. So
there you go. There you go. That's how it started right there.
hell yeah.
Fucking yeah. So and then growing up too. So I mean, that's where it started, maybe because Uzi and all that stuff or whatever. But
yeah, that's where my inspo came from. You feel me? But like I started making music because these other niggas in my area were doing it, and then I was just like, fuck, like I want to do this shit. You feel me? And then like Uzi came in and just like, okay, this is the person I want to be like. You feel me?
Oh, okay.
The energy, who they are as a person. It's like, whoa.
Like as an artist.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And like how they display themselves and being authentic to themselves. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. You are talented, so you had that confidence in it right off the bat, which is dope. But like, what other music did you listen to growing up besides Uzi that kind of like goes into your background? Because your sound is like really like danceable. You know what I'm saying? But with like West Coast, but then at the same time, it has like those like smooth singing like R&B elements and shit. Like, did listening to music growing up, does that affect your sound or your influence a little bit?
Of course, bro. Honestly, like growing up, I listened to like a lot of pop growing up. I was really weird. I listened to like Black Eyed Peas, Katy Perry.
Oh yeah, nah, I feel
like
Chris Brown and shit.
Yeah, Justin Timberlake and shit.
Dude, I was just bumping Justin Timberlake earlier today. I'm not gonna lie.
A lot of pop shit. And then like
sounds smooth though.
And then I think kind of like the West Coast element is just really just growing up being in the Valley. Like, you feel me? Just, like, being introduced to LA music. Like, I remember when I first heard, like, Frosty. I was like, holy shit, this nigga's hard, you feel me? Like, like, not even on no shit where, like, I was just, like, I don't know. I just really felt like I was just, like, amazed. I was amazed, bro. I was like, whoa, this is so different, you feel me? And then, like, Draco, and then, like, listening to, like, Dom Candy in, like, middle school and shit like that, and, like, Nip. And, like, you know, just a bunch of, like, West Coast, just, like, you know, music. And, you know, being from here. And
that's funny. Like, that's a cool mashup, pop and West Coast.
Well, yeah, no, like
pop
was when I was like younger.
I know,
like,
but you could see those two. Like I could from you telling me, you could see those two, like, into your music. You know what I'm saying? So that's just dope.
Yeah, and then like just like I think just like kind of like my persona and just who I am as an artist. Like I think kind of just stems from really kind of like me looking at a person that I really want to be, you know what I mean? And just like, okay, what is YVS Village? You feel me? Like, what is really, like, who is he? You know what I mean? What is he? You know what I mean? And I honestly, like, through it all, like, in all the music I made so far in the last, like, 2 years, like, I feel like I've just been trying to find myself, and I feel like right now I really do find, I really found myself, you know what I mean? I really found the sound I wanted to really do and just really look forward for, you know what I mean? I feel like I can really take over with.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of times, like, you know, we have to go through that journey of just, like, figuring out what we want to do and how we want to create our art, you know what I mean? And I just can't wait to, like, take this sound and really master it and just, like, do different things with it and, like, be innovative with it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Innovating with it, you know? So, like, I think a lot of times, like, before, because I'm not gonna lie, like, I wanted to chase the sound. I wanted to, like, just really do a type of sound where, like, maybe everyone could, like, really just, you know, agree with, you know, it was super simple, you know?
Yeah, like with the times.
Yeah, with times. And I just told myself, you know what, fuck that. You know, I'm I'm just gonna lock into what I want to do and what I feel like is the best for me.
Yeah.
And I did it, you know what I mean? And I've been making a lot of great music, and I have a great team, and I have a great support system, and I think we're just gonna go to the moon, you know what I mean? It's gonna be dope.
That's just fire. So who is YVS Village then, or the sound that you discovered? Like, how would you best like explain it to people?
YVS Village is a person who you can listen to when you in your feels and you also want to get turned. You feel me? I give you the best both of worlds. You feel me? But the turn before you before you feel your feels. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? I think like when it comes to the melodic energy, that's just when you want to sing along. You feel me?
Yeah.
And then if you want to talk shit, I'll give you some rap. You know what I mean? So I incorporate it too. Like, you know what I mean? I'm really gonna be the West Coast Drake. You feel me? I feel like when it comes to Drake,
that's hard.
Yeah,
I think that's like that's funny. That sounds dope.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
The West Coast Drake.
Yeah. Like I think the biggest thing I respect from Drake, and I always just admired from him, is just his ability to, like, you know what I mean, spit, give you a quick 16, and then give you an amazing hook. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel like his versatility, and just his way of being like different in the sense of just like trying new ideas. You feel me? Because he's already proved that he can rap. He's already proved that he can make hits.
Yeah.
And I think him just not being complacent and just him being able to expand has been super dope. And I think even you look at his earlier work, like Drake just knows how to, you know, make really great music. You feel me? And I think that's something that a lot of people, you know, don't really understand about like old Drake, especially Views. You feel me? You look at Views, like Views aged perfectly.
Nah,
you know what I mean?
That's one of his best fucking.
You know what I mean? And like,
dude, that era of time was fucking crazy.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? He was on the dancehall wave, and it aged so perfectly, and it just fell all together. You know what I mean? And I just really want to, you know, I want to be different. You know what I mean? I don't want to change. I don't want to chase anything. You know what I mean? I want to do everything, I feel like, my way. You know, I think a lot of times, like, society and just this whole world we lives in,
everybody's just trying to fit in and shit.
Well, not really fit in, but it makes it kind of difficult for you to do different things because it's like it's so hard. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of people that are doing different things and that are going to a different level. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I feel like a lot of times it's just like, don't be safe. You feel me? Take the risk. You know what I mean? And I feel like I've taken the risk, especially with my career, and just like picking one sound and just doing what I want to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And being confident in it. And just making it myself, you feel me? Because at the end of the day, like, if I did do something that wasn't me, and I did something that was, like, in a situation where, like, I'm not being authentic to myself, it wouldn't be fun. And I wouldn't be doing music, and it would be a fucking job, and I'll be quit.
Yeah, it's like not natural at that point.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, fucking, I like that that analogy, though, West Coast Drake. Like, that's, like, a good way. That's, like, a pretty dope way to, like, phrase it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But, yeah, also, so, going back to the... going back to the first ever like the beginning, the origins of Village.
Yeah, Village or Origin. Okay.
Well, yeah. So like I remember you were explaining to me like you would start recording in the living room, right?
Bro, so yeah, so
So how was that like?
So
like your first ever song, like was that in the living room?
My first ever song
ever
was with oh my God, bro! Shit, it was with my homie Cam. Was his nigga Cam? This nigga named my homie Devin.
Yeah.
And then my homie Chase Bands. You know what I'm saying? YVS Chase Bands, gang shit, all that.
Shout out Chase Bands.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. We're just making music, and you know that was called Rocket Team. And then later on, I brought like my homie YVS Bach. You know, AK, you know what I'm saying? YVS Bach.
Shout out Baki.
Yeah. And then also my homie Sip, YVS Sip St. Laurent. You feel me? We went crazy.
How many people are in YVS?
Like 10.
10,
yeah. We run deep, you feel me? We go crazy.
We collective for sure.
Nah, we mobbing, you know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Nah.
Shout out all the YVS members.
But yeah, so like I basically started in my living room.
Okay.
And I was just like, you know, just making music, hustling. And it's crazy because my cousin CJ, he taught me how to make raps. He taught me how to write. He taught me how to rap. Yeah, he taught me how to.
What would he teach you?
He just taught me how, like, you know, how to rhyme. I didn't really know how to like deliver or like actually, you know, like say, you know what I mean, raps and stuff like that.
Like the delivery.
Yeah, the
of
delivery and just like how to like, you know, the cadence and just like how to like actually go up in a mic and, you know, be on rhythm, you know what I mean, and being like and timing and stuff like that. He taught me that.
Yeah.
And like that was like, whoa, you know what I mean? And he was visiting from Philly and like it was crazy because like everyone that in Philly is you either rap music, you play basketball, or you box or some shit like that.
Yeah.
I feel like there's like a lot of like shit that niggas do, especially I feel like everyone makes music out there.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? It's like one of those things.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know what I mean? I feel like that kind of just influenced me and helped me and just put me in a great position. And then yeah, bro, I think honestly the best of times I had was like making music with my friends, bro. Like I think a lot of people don't understand that like the best way to get into music is doing it with your friends and doing it with people you care about, you know what I mean? Like that you just have memories with, you know what I mean? Because like I feel like the best way to get into music is with your friends. I feel like a lot of times like
100%.
I feel like people who don't.
I agree.
Yeah, I feel like people who kind of do it by themselves.
Yeah.
It's just, you know, it's a different. It is a different type of energy.
Vibe. Yeah.
But you are like more like in a sense of like more independent. You feel me? You're more
Yeah.
like on some shit like, oh, I'm gonna do it on my own. I'm gonna do this on my own. But like for me, like I don't know. I needed my friends. I always had my friends with me. Like you know what I mean?
It's literally fun times. Yeah, I come from a group too. Like
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so I completely understand.
Yeah, bro. And then like, and it's crazy though too because like that kind of pushed me to even do more single shit too. Like you feel me? Because like end of the day, like I feel a lot of times, yeah, there are people out there that like, you know, have a tough time to getting into music and shit like that. But I feel like having my friends there where it was like so easy for me to get into music to the point where I started doing stuff on my own.
And it's because they were all making music at the time too, right?
Well, yeah, it was like on some shit we were all just fucking around. But I feel like in a sense, like I was kind of like the main one that was like really taking it. It pushed me to do it seriously. Like my friends were like they were fucking with it. You feel me? But like after like I started like kind of like, you know what I mean? I think no, not even that. Like I think after like we started getting a little bit older, like I started like just taking it more seriously, and I kept on doing it. You know what I mean? My friends were like just living life. You feel me? We just growing up and shit like that, and yeah.
So then okay, so you said that your those friends, at least the ones that you started with, when they started like kind of like not being as much with it, but you were still creating a lot of music. How did you? Like, well, you still had other people that you would still continue to make music with, right? Because is that what still kept it fun? Because like, let's say like, let's say like your friends or whatever, they stop. But then like, if you have fun making it with your friends and your friends stop, like, how is that?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'll tell you one thing. So like I was saying, like when I started making music with my friends, it pushed me to start making more music. You feel me?
Yeah.
And it kept me going, and it kept me realizing that wow, like I actually like doing this. You feel me? Like going back to what I said about like me feeling confident.
Yeah.
And me feeling wow, like okay, this is like the first thing actually in my life that anyone can't tell me shit. Like you can tell me I'm ass, but I still feel like this is meant for me. You feel me? You know what I mean?
And you need that confidence.
That's what
like,
I'm saying.
Most definitely.
Like,
Okay, so you just found it at that point. Like just okay, I get it now. Yeah, so you started and then you found it and then that's
what I'm saying, bro. and then like what I think one of the biggest things I also got from that too was like understanding that like consistency is everything. You feel me? Like for me, like I feel like for me, I definitely just kept on going with it. I kept on doing it. Like you know what I mean? And when my friends stopped, like it was just like, them not like it wasn't really like interesting for them at the time. They didn't really kind of like they didn't really like it wasn't like a priority for them like it was for me. You feel me? And it happens, you feel me? Things happen. Yeah. And then like, you gotta be that gateway, you know what I mean, to sometimes show people that this is happening. I literally told example. Yeah, I really told like most of my niggas, like you feel me, YVS, you know what I mean? I told him this. I was like, nigga, y'all could be in the same position as me. Mm-hmm. And that's because y'all are all so talented. Y'all all have this work ethic. It's just all about seeing the vision. You feel me? Yeah, like if y'all were on the same hope, not even losing hope, but it's just like believing in it. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, it's like, there you go. When you're in a situation where like everyone's doing it, because at the time like people started doing it, and it wasn't like, you know what I mean, like no one was going crazy until like I had, my shit really just kind of started moving, started things going on. That's when like the rest of my team, the rest of my gang just started understanding what was going on. You feel me? Yeah. And they're saying like we can really do this shit. You feel me? Mm-hmm. You gotta see the vision. You gotta lead by example. Like you feel me? Like I think I'm a leader. You feel me? Yeah. I lead by example. You feel me? Yeah. At the end of the day, it's just like I'm doing my best and I'm doing everything possible that I can make like a fucking empire. You feel me? Yeah. And I feel like I was trying to tell my homies and shit like that. it's just like on some shit where you gotta like be on some shit where you gotta see the vision before you can even really do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You gotta be able to believe. You know what I mean? Because if you don't believe, then it's like, the fuck you doing this shit for? You feel me? If you like, you have to think like, yo, I can do this. I can make this happen. Because there's so many people, bro.
I agree.
There's so many people trying to do what we're doing.
Yeah,
right now,
exactly. Yeah. That billions of artists.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Millions of songs get uploaded.
Bro. And then like, but honestly, bro, like making music with my friends were the best times for me and really shaped who I am as an artist and who I am just as, you know what I mean, my creative thing, you know what I mean, just like output, you know what I mean?
Yeah. It gave you that form of catharsis.
Yeah, and then also, bro, if you go back to, it's like, damn, like those times were just priceless, bro. Like those times are just like, you didn't really give a fuck
like
about,
ones for the book, yeah.
You know, like you didn't give a fuck about anyone's really opinion. I didn't care. Like I just was putting out my music, and I just wanted people just to hear it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And making music with your friends, like going to school and showing everybody, like that shit was fun, bro. I enjoyed that shit, bro.
Yeah,
that shit was lit.
That's fire as fuck. Oh yeah, yeah. So it was. So you said originally it was Rocket Team or whatever, but when did YVS start though? Like when did that start? And you started YVS? You created that?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Yeah, I did. So like, basically, it's actually funny. It's a funny ass fucking story. So Rocket Team, I kind of like, it was just like on a phase where like everyone was doing their own thing, and I just felt like, nah, I just want to do my own thing. You feel me? I separated. And, like, I kind of just started doing my own thing. And I just started really working, started really grinding and shit like that. And then this one dude, I don't even really fuck with no more. I don't fuck with him at all.
It happens.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah.
He said it. He said, like, I'm going to start this thing called YVS. And I was just like, oh, shit. That's a dope-ass name. And then, yeah, and then, right, time passes by. You feel me?
He didn't do nothing with it?
No, he didn't. He just said he told me about it. And then he was like, I'm going to start, I'm going to start some, because he was part of Rocket Team with me.
Oh.
He was one of my homies. I knew him for like a real long time.
Yeah.
And, you know what I mean? He told me about it. And I was like, that's a dope ass name. That's dope. That's really cool. Then, he never really brought it up. This nigga starts.
So you're just like, fuck it, why?
Yeah. This nigga, like, shit happens, I guess. He's into different things.
Yeah.
And shit. And, like, I remember one day we were out one of my homies' cribs, and he was like, you can have the name. Like, you can have that shit. Like, you can fuck with the Valley. I don't really give a fuck about the Valley. Like, you feel me? That shit is dumb. Because I started using it. Because I was like, you know what I mean? I started saying it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then he said he didn't give a fuck. So I was like, bet, okay.
Yeah.
You feel me? That's where the name came from. You know what I mean? It was like Young Valley Superstars. Like, that shit's so hard. And I started using it. You feel me? And then, like, that ass, like, he just said, yeah, you can have it. And then I started using it. I started doing all this shit with it. You know what I'm saying? Repping it. And then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna fucking take this shit and make a fucking collective. I'm really gonna put on for my city, and I'm really gonna, like, let people know that, yo, the Valley's cool. Like, nigga, it's
popping. Shout out the Valley. Shout out everybody in the Valley.
Bro, listen, bro, on some real nigga shit, bro. On some real nigga shit. Like, I'm just gonna say this. Like,
yeah.
I think the problem with the Valley is, it's just on the sense that we don't really have any culture. Like, you feel me? It's not really like a sense of where, like, okay, like L.A., like you look at Inglewood, you look at Compton, you look at any of these places that's like L.A., they have more of a culture than
what we have.
That's what I'm saying.
Nah, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I see that.
It's just the Valley's the Valley. You know what I mean? And there's nobody really, like, repping it like that, and there's no one really claiming it like that, because it's like, it's kind of looked at as lame. You know what I mean? And like, and then I feel like a lot of times growing up for me, I've seen a lot of people, like, false claim, like, accolade there from there and do this and that. Like, I'm not saying the Valley isn't street. There's a lot of street parts in the Valley, but it's not like, I personally,
it's not like LA.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not really. It's just the culture. That's like really what I'm saying is the culture. Like, it's not. It doesn't really have a name for itself. You feel me? You know what I mean? It's not like I can say I'm from LA, but like if you.
I think that's funny when people say that I'm from LA, but they live right in the Valley. I'm always like, what?
Okay, so like, great example. Like, if I go to someone who is not from Los Angeles, right?
Yeah, like directly in the city. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, not even from like. Say he's from, like, out of state, right?
Like Culver City or something.
Not even Culver City.
Or not, like out of state.
Yes, out of state.
Oh,
so, like, someone from out of state. And I'll be like, oh, I'm from L.A. Oh, okay, you're from L.A. Like, you know what I mean? You're from the, you know what I mean?
You come across a lot of people like that?
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? They'll say, like, okay, you're from L.A. I don't really know where that, like, I know where that's from. I know where that is, da-da-da. You feel me? But, like, if I say I'm from, like, the Valley, they be like, where's that at?
Yeah, what's that?
Yeah, like or even if I'm like you know what I mean? Because like the Valley in LA is different. Like
Yeah,
that's
100. No, 100.
two different things. I say I'm
100%.
from the Valley.
Yeah,
I
me
don't say
too.
I'm from
Yeah.
LA. I say I'm from the Valley because in the end of the day it's like
100%. Yeah.
niggas gonna be like if I say
On the same shit.
that's
Yeah.
like if I say I'm from like you know what I mean LA they're gonna be like and I say like fucking North Hollywood or like Van Nuys they're gonna be like what you're not from LA like
Yeah.
that's not LA but someone that's not from here.
They're gonna.
You don't have to say that. I don't have to say the Valley, but I
Yeah.
sometimes say the Valley just in case. Like Valley, where's that at? Oh, it's a part in LA. Like
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
like
That's where I'm from.
Yeah, a little bit north from LA.
Yeah. So, like, bro, and like I said, bro, I just been on that type of energy where I just been repping it, and ever since then, like it's just kind of been prominent in my career, and I just been I wanted to just make a collective out of with my friends and just you know what I mean and. Honestly, it's just super dope, bro. Like, just really doing shit and, you know what I mean, making moves and popping out and just being...
The whole experience.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And that's the thing. It's like, it's just on some shit where I have people around me that see the vision. You can believe in what we trying to do. And, like, my goal is just, like, hit all angles with this shit, man. You know what I mean? And just, like, give a platform for, like, a nigga like me when I was younger who wanted to do this shit because there wasn't really nobody doing this shit like how I'm doing it, you feel me?
Yeah.
Like everyone was just so like one-minded, you feel me? Like in a sense of just like it wasn't really how I say it. It really wasn't really what it could be, you feel me?
Yeah.
It was just some like local shit. Like niggas just like older niggas trying to do music shit and niggas that don't even really sound good, that you know what I mean? Their ceiling is just there, you feel me? It's just right here. Yeah. It's not like on some shit where you can actually like your career's gonna go crazy. You feel me?
Yeah.
It's like you're not making no moves. You're not doing shit. You feel me? And I feel like for me, if I can go there and like spark the youth, and like leave a legacy, that's what I'm trying to do, bro. Because really, what I'm trying to do with this music shit is one, help people, and two, live a legacy, bro. Because nigga, when you die, bro, like think about this. When you die, like you're not even gonna like the material shit. Is not even gonna be there, bro.
It's not gonna go with you.
That's not gonna go with you, bro. Like what you like, good or bad, whatever you do in this world, is gonna be left on this world from your legacy from what you've done, even good or bad.
Yeah.
Like you even look at the craziest people that have done the heinous of things.
It's still talked about today.
Still talked about to this very
what they did.
What they did. You feel me? Like I'm not saying that you
like
need to
serial killers. And shit,
you don't need to do no crazy shit out there. No, I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying in a sense. I'm just saying in a sense of just
talked about,
I'm just saying in a sense of like. People who have like impacted other people's lives and done iconic things, like that's what I really want to do. You feel me? And if I can do that in a way where I'm helping people and having success in my career or anything I do creatively, please, man, I'm trying to do that. You feel me? Yeah.
Oh yeah, and with God's blessing, bro.
Of course.
Oh yeah, I fuck with that. That shit's dope. So you said from the beginning of making music, right? Then you started the YVS or whatever. So how long was it before you really like got like plugged in with that dude KBZ? Like how long was the time period from that?
Bro, so
because
like,
you've been doing it for like a while already.
So 15, I started making music with my niggas. So I started making music with my niggas. Yeah. Then like I stopped making music with anybody. I should start making my own music. I was dropping EPs. Like I would drop like little stuff right there and there, you feel me? Just like, mixtapes, you feel me? Kind of like what like Rich the Kid and like, you know what I mean, was doing at the time. Yeah. Like he would like always be constantly dropping music, and I would always do that. I kind of looked at it like that, you know what I mean? Just I'm gonna keep on funding music. Started getting some little bit like, just notoriety.
Like a little buzz.
Not even really little buzz, just like noticing around my peers, you feel me? Because people knew me. Like they started like not really respecting me, but just like, okay, he makes music. He makes music. He's actually serious about this. You feel me? That's like a level that I kind of wanted at first, you feel me? Just people to take me serious, you feel me? And I started doing that, you know what I mean? Then, I was really repping the YVS thing by myself. And then, mind you, like I graduated high school, you know what I mean? It was just on a phase where I was like, fuck, man, what am I going to do, bro? Shit sucks. I have to go to fucking Valley College.
And you're still rocking it by yourself, YVS, at that point?
Yeah. I'm still dolo. Not really doing shit. Like, in a sense of just, like, my career is just, like, mind you, I have yet to drop the song yet on streaming platforms. I just was doing everything on SoundCloud. I was really a definition of a SoundCloud rapper. Like, that ass, you feel me? Like, you feel me? So, I was doing that, just dropping music on SoundCloud in college. And it was crazy. I I remember one day my dad was like, yo, so mind you, I think what, 18, 19 or something like that.
Yeah.
That phase where like I'm literally trying. No, I think I'm 18. I'm 18. I'm 18. I'm like I'm in college. I'm like fuck, man, this shit sucks. Like I just feel like things are just going how like everyone predicted my life to go. Like, oh, you're gonna go to Valley College. You're not gonna go to school. You're just gonna do regular shit. Like you're gonna try to chase his career and
Yeah,
shit like
all
that. You know what I mean?
all
Just
the
like
bullshit.
it's just bullshit. You know what I mean? And I was just like, fuck, man, this shit sucks. And I remember my dad calling me, and he was just like, son, if you want to change your mindset right now, you want to change your life, come with me right now. Come to this. Come hang out with me for a day. I promise you. And I was just like, fuck it, what I gotta lose? Like on some shit where like I'm already irritated out because I was telling my dad like how like I have no money right now. Like I don't have, my career is not going the way I wanted to. It's like nothing going on. You know what I mean? Like I just wanted things to start moving for me in my life. You know what I mean? And I think mostly I was kind of being a little bit more like not more, but like yeah, more unrealistic at that time because like I was comparing myself to like people that were like blowing up, like Little Tecca and Elite Choppa that were like a little bit more younger than me. And I hope everyone out there that you're listening to this right now, don't ever compare yourself. Comparing yourself to people is like the worst thing you can do for yourself.
It's gonna make you feel worse about yourself.
That's what I'm saying. You feel me? And I think I was doing that at the time. And but that's the thing that led for me just to like say fuck it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna hop out with my dad. So I hung out with my dad. We went out and then the next thing we went to go to this art show that he was at, and I met this homegirl, my homegirl Zendaya, and she was like telling me like, hey, like how you been, da da da. And I've known her for a real long time. That's like, you know, and that was the first time we actually had a conversation. You feel me?
Yeah.
Actually, like a normal conversation. You know, it was like one of those girls that I just knew. You feel me? And we would just, you know, just see each other and shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? And then we actually hung out and talked and stuff like that. She was like, yeah, I gotta tell you about these music people. Like, you know, I want to plug you with. Da 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 da. And I was just like, okay, like that, you know what I mean, whatever, like, you know what I mean, that's
she
like,
knew you made music too and shit?
Yeah, like she's seen my coming, like she's always like, I've known her since I was like 14, so she's seen me
okay, like go through the
yes, like she's seen me go through the whole like transition of like my sound, all the stuff I've been putting out. So you know, she talked about these guys from New York that like flew her out and you know, like wanted to do music with her, but she said she didn't really want
music too.
Well, yes, the thing, she's actually really talented. She can do everything. She's super talented. Like she can do, like I don't like, it's crazy. You know what I mean? But,
creative, yeah.
She's different. So like basically, she's like saying, it really wasn't me. You know what I mean? And I was like, okay, yeah. And she's like, yeah, they flew me out and stuff. When I was just like, whatever, like
just okay. What do you want? What do you? Yeah.
No, it's not even like it's not even like that. It's like on some shit where it's just like, bro, like they flew you out. Like every girl gets flown out. I didn't really like. I'm not saying like it was just like that. It was just like on some shit where like
some real
really
shit. Yeah, like
I didn't really.
Every girl gets flown out. So you're just like, oh, there's just
she probably thing. Like, you know what I mean. And I just, you know, she's doing her thing. They probably just fucked with her because she cool. You feel me? And everything like that. So I didn't really mind it. And then like when the dudes DM me, said I like her music. Do you know this guy named KBZ?
What was the guy's name that DM'd you?
That's confidential.
Oh, okay, for sure.
That's confidential.
Okay, yeah.
That's gang though. That's the big boss. You feel me?
For sure. Yeah. So he asked you about KBZ? Like, you know?
Yeah, he was like, "Do you know who KBZ is?" And I was just like, yeah, I know of him. Like I knew of him because I used to watch his videos. Like,
me
on YouTube.
Too.
I used to watch a little bit of his
Shout
videos.
out BZ.
Yeah, like I kind of knew of him, like kind of. Like it was just like I just saw his videos, like because I when I was looking up type beats, I would like see his beats and then I would see like, you know, him tutorials and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So right, that happened, and we set up a session, and then that's how everything changed. It was
because
crazy.
that girl told that guy. That guy saw you. He reached out to you.
Yeah.
Said, "Do you know him?"
And they played us together, and then
you guys. So from there, you guys met like together, like face to face in the same room.
Oh yeah. So me and KBZ like big homie played the session, boom, bada bing, and everything went through. It was lit though. It was super turnt because you know what I mean. It was really refreshing seeing somebody my age doing what I wanted to do. You feel me? He
Yeah.
like you know what I mean. He's from a small little town. And he came out here and he's chasing his dreams. I just had so much respect for that. And I just admired that so much because like me being at the time I was at my life like I just. I wanted to leave, you know what I mean. I wanted to not like leave,
But you wanted something else.
yeah, like I wanted to
Yeah.
leave the life I was living. I wanted to leave this section of where I was at my point of my life and get to something higher because I just
Yeah.
felt like it was just not me. You feel me? I just felt like I was being just predictable. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just like at like your normal.
Yeah, but like I love this story though because it's just like I could have chose not to leave the house that day. I could have chose just to stay in my
Stay
bed
home,
and
yeah,
just
and not
lay in bed.
miss
Yeah.
the opportunity.
You know what I'm saying? And that day just really kind of changed everything. And you know,
Fire.
yeah. So yeah, that was some crazy shit. Literally, my life was gonna. I don't know. I was in a bad mood, and I was so irritated. I was just so pissed, and just everything kind of just started going. But then COVID hit, and it kind of pushed me back. But it's good though because COVID changed a lot of things. But everything happens for a reason. You feel me? But yeah, like ever since I met him, it was super dope. You know what I mean? It was super.
And
cool.
is that when you started noticing things pop up? Because to be honest, let's be honest here. Like let's just talk facts. You have like a pretty big, decent following. A lot of your songs have few of them have hundreds of thousands of streams now. Because look, see, that's what I'm saying. So from where you went in that position, you were like down or just living like a regular kind of life. You were like, fuck, man, like stressing. But then from that to now, like you're at a bigger platform. You have like a song, it has like fucking the one with PP cocaine, 3 mil. The other one's like over hundreds of thousands. You know what I'm saying? And it's still like continuously growing up. When did you notice that you started, and even your Instagram too? Now you have all these followers and stuff. You get what I'm saying? So when did you notice like everything kind of started like gaining more traction? Was it after the KBZ shit?
Okay, so yeah, so when I met KBZ, he was just telling me the plan and he was giving me all this game and I just felt like, yo, like things just felt like things were moving. Like I was working with way bigger people. I was in a better studio. I was meeting different people. I was going different places. It was like, okay, bet I'm not doing what all my peers are doing.
Yeah.
You feel me? I think it was a separation standpoint. But I also noticed when things were moving up when I actually had people like interact with me, like my fans, like YVS gang, like you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't really call them fans, they YVS gang. Like those were the people like, people just interacting, like swiping up my stuff, following me, supporting me. Like that was when I showed like people were actually like the music I'm making and that made me really happy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that was super dope. And I also think having a team, like having the people around me, like I have one of the best like people just on my side and just curating for me and always making music for me constantly and pushing me to make the best music possible. And I can honestly say I'm blessed when it comes to that, you know what I mean?
Mm.
And I think a lot of people, you know what I mean, also don't understand that when you have a team, it's a team, you feel me? It's like people around you that are trying to make you better, you know what I mean? And that comes with listening, being coachable, being able to adapt, you feel me?
Being coachable,
and understanding, not taking yourself too seriously and being able to have fun. And be able to execute, you feel me? Because I think most of the times I used to like, my guy Pete always tells me this, you know what I mean? He works with me, he's part of my team. He tells me all the time, he's like, why every time I tell you stuff, like you get kind of sad? And it's like not really me being sad, it's just me like kind of just like critiquing everything and being serious, you know? Because I'm usually like, hey, like, you know what I mean? But then like when he's like telling me something about like a record or like, okay, we can't drop this, or maybe this isn't, you shouldn't drop this, or you shouldn't what's her face do this and that because of the, you know what I mean, just like
just like kind of like
delegating,
overlooking,
overlooking and telling me things, you feel me, and things that we might need to go for, you feel me, in the future, like what's the direction we need to go through for.
And did you talk about that within the music too and all that?
No, mostly on like sometimes music actually sometimes music and sometimes even like promotion and just like what do I need to do as an artist, you know what I mean?
Okay.
And what do I need to do for my career?
Yeah, there you
go. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Stuff like that. Because in the day, like I remember we were talking about this before, before we started all this. It was like you have to be the ticket. You know what I mean? You can't sell shit, you feel me?
Yeah.
Like you gotta be able to be the shit, you feel me? You gotta be you gotta be on some shit where like you got to be the main. Like you got to show that you can do it on your own. You feel me?
Yeah.
You got to be that type of person. You got to be that type of person that that has the following. All we need to do is just give you a platform.
Little bit, yeah, and then
you feel me? Because that's like, in the day, it's like nowadays it's like, bro, people have the access to build their own fan bases and to build their own fans. You feel me? You don't need a label's help. And then if you want to go to a grander scale, then that's when you get a label. You feel me?
Yeah, but if you already built it up, then you have even more leverage to do better deals within that, which is some shit like Russ, you know what I'm saying? Like Russ talks
that's
about
what I'm saying.
that.
You know what I mean? And I feel like for me, like I've definitely learned that, you know what I mean? And I've just been more serious, and I've just been able to understand that it's a level, bro. It's a level. Like, it's a level of just, like, doing things, you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Like, for all them artists out there that are just up and coming, it's like you're going to see the type of people you're going to be working with. You're going to see the different standard, what it is to be with certain people, you feel me, when it comes to these rooms. And if you're there, you're meant to be there. Like, don't ever think that, you know what I mean? You're not meant to be there, you feel me?
No,
like any person you're in this room, if you're an engineer, you're a producer, this and that, you're meant to be in this room because you're talented and you're good. You feel me? And I think a lot of people don't understand
I like that. That's a good, really uplifting take.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. That's just hard. So, yeah. And then, so with that being said, so now you're leveled up, you're going through these different spots and all that. So what's different now? Like, from when you first started to now? You get what I'm saying? Like, what's different now? You get what I'm saying?
Bro, the biggest thing different now is just, like, the seriousness of what is being made and what it is, like, that you're making. You feel me? I think, like, a lot of times when I was younger, not even younger, but when I was up and coming, even working with dudes that are older than me, like, it was just, like, the level of just, like, seriousness and what was being made, like, in the production, and just what was available to us. You feel me? And I feel like,
so now it's more serious.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Cool. Yeah, and then on top of that, like, it can still be serious when you're at this up and coming point, but, like, there's no pressure. You feel me? There's no, like, money being wasted. There's no, like, time being spent.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, there's not other people wasting their time. Like, these are, like, grown people that actually do this for a living and that need to, you know what I mean?
They can't be wasting time.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And then, like, from when I was, in, my up and coming, just, like, doing my own thing, it was just, like, my money, my time, what I need to do, you know what I mean? Yeah. Now it's like, okay, now I got people backing me. Now it's all these things, you feel me?
So you have to be on check too as well.
Yeah, of course, you feel me? And it's just like, I have a mentality where it's just like, I'm hungry, you feel me? Because at the end of the day, like I'm blessed enough to have, like, a life where I've been given things, and I've been fortunate, but I was never spoiled. I was never, like, in a situation where, like, things were easy. Like, I had everything, handed to me. Like, you know what I mean? I had to work, you know what I mean? And I also had to prove that I was deserving of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, like, it's just one of those things where, like, I had to realize that. And I feel like me being on the type of timing I am, where I'm always constantly work. I never, like, you know what I mean, have a dull moment where I'm just, like, sitting there, you know what I mean? I'm always trying to get the best product done, you feel me?
Every day, yeah.
Every day type shit. So it's just, like, I think a lot of times being in that scenario and being in that situation where, like, you're constantly working, people pick up on that energy. And, like, you know what I mean? And that's the type of energy you need to have, especially when you're in the studio, you know what I mean? That's how I am. Like,
nah, I'm the exact same way. Yeah, like, when it comes to engineering and recording these tracks, bro, I'm a fucking monster. Like,
you gotta be. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, it's just like, if you're working on your craft efficiently, you're gonna get the best work possible. You feel me? But doing it in a way where it's like, I'm not saying you have to be, like, super serious, where, like, da 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 da. You know what I mean? I'll get this done. No, it's like, just be in the moment. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Sometimes, like, some people don't like having a lot of people in the studio because it gets a little bit too distracting, and people just start talking and just, kind of lose focus on what's being made.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But, like, for me, like, I just be on a level where sometimes I just be me an engineer.
Yeah.
And sometimes I don't even mind nobody. I just be working, you feel me? And that's because I just don't even want no distractions. I just want to work, you feel me?
Yeah, I feel like that's, like, a good... Well, there's obviously, like, different balances. Like, if you're gonna have, like, a bunch of people, maybe, and if, like, the vibe is right, then you can make, like, a song, everybody starts being lit to it, you get what I'm saying? And then for, like, more, like, intimate, real songs. Not even just that, just in general. Just like yeah, like it's good to also just pull up
Yeah, I have
solo dolo.
both.
I feel like that's just being a part of like a recording artist at least. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Just being able to like lock in. You feel me?
Yeah. So yeah, and then building off that, so like you already showed me some of your music, but like I said, I want to talk more for the people, so the people know. You still are like a very diverse artist, and you have like a lot of different flavors. But you told me, but I want you to tell the people. So like, what kind of music are you working on currently? Like as far as like the sound.
I'm telling you, man, like some real like just real records. You feel me? Just on some shit where I'm being authentic, you know what I mean, to like myself, and then you gonna get a taste of me, and you gonna get a taste of like the West Coast energy that I'm bringing, and then also the sense of just like harmonizing and the crazy hooks I'm gonna be throwing out there. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
I think the music I'm making right now is going to bring back a not bring back a genre, but revive a genre that I feel like is gonna be in the forefront. That's gonna be like a powerhouse. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like
what genre would you say that is?
I mean, West Coast music, you feel me? Just
Yeah.
like really bringing back like just the energy of just, okay, the West, you know what I mean? And I'm gonna do it my way, you know what I mean? I'm gonna do it the right way. And I'm gonna do it in a way where it's like still true to what it is, you feel me? But making great records out of it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think personally, when I decided like to choose this sound, I was thinking, okay, what's me? Like, you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
I'm an LA, you know what I mean? I'm an LA nigga. I'm from Valley, you know what I mean? Valley,
Yeah.
I'm a Valley kid, you feel me? Like that's me. That's my essence. This is where I'm from. Like I grew up here, my energy's here. Like this is who I am. It's my personality. Like, you know what I mean? And when it comes to just like the music, I wanted to take just like the LA influences that I grew up on and just kind of incorporate that with me. You know what I mean?
Within yourself.
Yeah, with myself. And you know what I mean? I feel like a lot of LA music is kind of the same, you know what I mean, in the sense of just like what they're talking about and what it is. Like, you know what I mean? It's always street shit, you feel me?
Yeah.
No, there's really nobody now from the streets that kind of like that's popping right now.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like really rap and they're talking about street shit. Like I don't really talk about street shit. I don't really talk about shit. I talk about shit that's hip to me and that like really means more a lot to me and that's kind of like cohesive with my music. You feel me?
I like that though. I fuck with that because at the end of the day it's more authentic. Because like you do see those people who are up and coming as well, artists and all that type of thing, and they fucking like they rap based off of what's trending stuff. They're not from the streets or whatever, and they're just fucking still like writing some shit like that. So I guess like they have more time figuring out what it is that they kind of want to do type shit. But the fact that you already like know that just shows like where you are as an artist and where you are in your career.
Yeah, I think that a lot from my dad, bro. My dad taught me that just be authentic to yourself, be real, cause like it's hard every day living like you're a different person, bro. Like imagine every day you gotta wake up not being you. Like you gotta like actually like put on a persona every single day.
Yeah.
Like, come on, bro. You can't. No, who can do that? That shit fucks up your mental. And that's why a lot of motherfuckers is crazy, gang.
Not yet. That shit's pretty fucked. But so with the records that you're making, when you're in the studio, what is it that you look for when you're making a record? Like how do you know what it is that you want when you're making it?
Bro, when I look at a record, I'm just like thinking, okay, like how can I make this shit the hardest shit I've ever made in my life, you feel me? Like in a sense of just like, okay, like the melody, the structure, you feel me? Like what can we talk about, you know what I mean? Like can it all be like cohesive in a sense where it fits, you feel me?
Yeah.
And I think a lot of times like the best songs do have a topic, you feel me?
Yeah.
They have a topic and you're able to explain that topic and you're able, and people are able to relate to it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then for me, I really try to think of just like what gets people's ear, what gets people's attention, how can I make this the best experience for them possible? Because at the end of the day, I feel like music is an experience. Like when 100%. You play people your music, anything
they have to
you
experience
do,
it.
you know what I'm saying? They have to.
It's like a movie or whatever.
In your head, you feel me? Yeah. So like I just and everyone experiences things differently and everything, and everybody
100%.
Takes things in differently.
Yeah.
So it's just it's all about opinionated. You know what I mean? And it's all about
subjective. Yeah.
Yeah, subjective, and it's all about what you want to make. You feel me? What you feel like is the best product you can put out. You know.
Yeah.
So that's why how I kind of do things.
Oh, okay, for sure. And Yeah. So as far as like your new body of work, like what producers or engineers have you been working with, or artists as well recently? You know what I'm saying? For your newer stuff, if you want to give any shout outs to those people
recently,
on the team.
recently I just been working with a bunch of YVS niggas. Like, I ain't gonna hold you. Like, it's always been YVS, 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 YVS. Producer wise, well, actually not artist wise. I shout out a couple. Like, you know what I mean. Shout out my man Tundra. Shout out my man Cold Hearted. Shout out to my homie Kylie. Shout out to my man Saint. You feel me? You know what I mean. Those are a lot of artists I feel like that are around the area around I'm at that that are just going crazy, you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And they're just like, you know, out here in these streets making moves, you feel me, doing what he needs to do, you know what I mean? And just my network of people, those dudes are amazing, you feel me?
Yeah.
And ooh. If I'm gonna say anything, producer wise, like I've been working with like a bunch of amazing producers, producer named KP, Kyle Stenberger, you know what I mean? This amazing producer named Johnny Bravo, Vitals, you know what I mean? Also, what's her face? Oh, my man Jackson, man. My man Jackson going crazy, man. He goes stupid too, man. He go crazy. And yeah, and the engineers, man, my man Broski, he be going crazy, you know what I mean? Steezy, Dummy, all that, you know what I mean? But yeah, like, I haven't, like, I've actually like locked in with just like one producer mainly too. Is this man, my man homie Jackson, like we gonna go crazy, you feel me?
Really?
He's sampling and goes stupid. He's a crazy producer. And also my big bro KP, man, he's so talented. He's like a musical genius. Like he just knows, man. He just knows, and he understands just what I want from the West Coast sound. And yeah, it's been dope.
That's fire as fuck. Yeah. So as far as all the music that you're creating, so what plans do you have to kind of like release that out? You know what I'm saying?
Honestly, bro, the plan
for people to look forward to, because it's been a while since you have released. You know what I'm saying? So just like what should the people be expecting?
People, I'm telling you, what you're gonna expect is really what you're gonna see from YVS Village. Top tier content, top tier music, everything, the whole shebang. I'm like, these next 3 months are gonna be fucking crazy, gonna be life changing. You feel me? I've been in scenarios, you know, these past like year, you know, couple months. It's just been rebuilding time. You feel me? I've been in the chamber. I've been in the chamber since I was 15. And I feel like this time I'm gonna lead a hyperbolic time changer. Hyperbolic time changer. It's over.
That's what that means, in the chamber?
Yes, bro. That ass, bro. Literally training, working, getting to the point where I'm ready to fight, bro. I'm ready to battle. It's that time. I feel like it's time. I got crazy singles coming up. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be dropping more music on SoundCloud too. I'm just gonna be going stupid, you feel me? I'm just gonna be giving y'all a lot of me and just giving the best of it, you know what I mean? And it's gonna be top tier.
Fuck yeah. And yeah, based off what you showed me, that shit sounds fucking fire. But yeah, so with all those things being in mind, are you still considered independent or are you signed?
I'm independent.
Independent.
Yeah.
So that's still independent. Oh, okay. But I also seen too on your Instagram you have a manager as well.
Yeah. Shout out to my boy Alejandro, aka Barlow. You know what I'm saying? We going stupid. That's my brother. You feel me? Like that ass. Like he helped me. Like just kind of. I was in a tough spot in the sense of just like trying to figure out what I wanted to go for in my career, and you know what I mean. I think, and I also want to say this to a lot of artists out there: find people that believe in your vision. Find people that are willing to make you better and to willing to incorporate, you feel me, their ideas to your ideas to make your ideas greater and better. You feel me? And I feel like having a great manager is somebody is something amazing. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. I've worked with a bigger manager. You know, but that's the thing. He wasn't really even managing me. He was just helping out. You know what I mean? And
it wasn't as like dedicated.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And that's understandable because it's like I've been coming. Yeah. They're busy. They have bigger clients. You know what I mean? It was like a whole thing where I had to realize that. You know what I mean?
That's cool though that you like at such a young age you already kind of like experienced that though, to understand that like having a big manager, even if you do have a big manager, you don't even you don't even like like it's not really like as because they can get busy this and this and that. So
That's
having
God, bro.
that shit,
That's God really just like kind of just making every struggle, you know what I mean, a blessing. Because I feel like that was I was like I was like damn.
like you thought like just thinking that you have like a nice crazy manager, you think like, oh, shit's gonna pop off.
And it was it really was just on a sense of just like, you know what I mean, like, you know, he's helping, he's a part of the team, and think people get busy, things happen, you know what I mean, and that's how life is. That's how this business works, you feel me?
Yeah.
But like he still, you know what I mean, it's still love, you know what I mean, he still checks up on me. Still, it's just not like as hands on as like you need someone to be, especially as an artist. Where like if you have someone every day that's, you know, not even one person, but a few people that are just curating towards your vision and what we can do to make, you know what I mean? Like, bro, four heads is better than three. Like three heads is better than one. You feel me?
Yeah.
So it's just like on some shit where like if you have people that are close to you that you're able to really build with, is like, you know what I mean, but still have that, you know, those bigger connects is obviously important, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like ever since he's joined my regime and we've been going crazy, like it's just things have just been so much easier. You know
that dude Ballo?
Yeah, bro. We're going crazy, you know what I mean? And he's been doing just a bunch, you know what I mean, for me in a sense of just like in the spaces where I need someone to represent me. I need someone to talk that voice, you feel me?
Yeah,
and
so
that's super dope.
So how does that work? So having a manager, so is that what he does, or what else does having a manager do for you? Like, so he represents you?
Yeah, okay. So I think having a manager, having somebody that's able to delegate, you feel me?
Yeah.
That's able to manage what you should not be managing, that you should not be focused on. Because in the day, like, I'm not focused on being a manager. I'm focused on being an artist.
Exactly.
I care about my music. I don't give a fuck about
all the
any
other
of that shit, bro.
Yeah.
Like, if you are out there and you give a fuck about all the other shit that besides the music, that's a problem. Because at the end of the day, you should be focusing on
craft.
Because and then if people are asking, how do you know if the person's managing right if you're not focusing on that? You can tell. You can tell when someone's actually doing shit for you and shit's actually moving, compared to if you're just doing it like if you're just worried about the music, you feel me?
Yeah.
Not worried if you're not worried about the music, you feel me? And you're just like focusing on what the fuck this person's doing their job. Like if you focus on your job and what you need to get done,
everybody has their position on the team.
That's what I'm saying. You're gonna tell. You're gonna tell. Like it's crazy. He's actually calling me right now. I'm answering a little bit, but like it's like on some shit where it's like, bro, like. Me personally, I just been super focused on my shit, and like I've just seen things move.
Yeah.
And that's how I know he is a good manager. Like he has been doing his job. Like he's executing. You feel me? And things are moving. You feel me? Mm-hmm. While as I'm doing my job, I feel like a lot of times artists we try to do everything, and you can't do everything.
Nah,
like, unless
100%.
Like
yeah.
in a sense of just like when it comes like different aspects. You feel me? Like if the music's not there and you're trying to do all these different things, then the music is gonna suffer.
Yeah.
The music needs 110% attention. It's like one of those. It's like a girlfriend that like it's like a girlfriend.
Yeah, like a needy girlfriend.
It's like a needy girlfriend. It needs to have that attention. It needs to like, you need a clean girlfriend. It needs that, or else it's gonna like fall.
Fail.
It's gonna fail. It's gonna fail. Yeah. You feel me? But I'm not saying that like as an artist you need to like not like focus on anything else. It's always good to have that information and to know, but like
to have that understanding.
But like if you're in a sense where you're trying to like not delegate, but if you're trying to do someone else's job that already has that job, it just makes things more difficult for you.
It delays the process.
Yeah, and it takes away from what you got, what you need to be focused on. You know what I mean? So yeah,
that's real shit.
But like honestly though, having a team is so important. Just having people around you that you can keep that can build, that you can build upon. Because I think like a lot of times like people like, you know, you want a team. A team doesn't need to be like the biggest people in the world. Like it needs to be people that you can build with and you can actually work with and that are cool people. You feel me? Just have people around you that you can make something happen. You feel me? With, and then that can lead to other avenues. You know what I mean? But having those core people that understand you, that like you can trust, is so important.
Yeah. So as far as having the management, like does he plug you up with certain scenarios and deals and stuff too? Yeah,
like in the sense of just like, you know, getting me shows. Also, just like in the sense of booking my sessions, like handling things that I don't really need to do. You know what I mean? As an artist.
So he does all that.
Yeah, he does all that. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I think like, you know, mind you, as an artist, all the artists out there, you don't need to have a manager. It's having a manager is not a a necessary thing.
Yeah, not a necessity.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. It's like one of those things where like if you want like a manager should just come naturally.
Yeah, like someone who genuinely cares.
Yeah, genuinely who wants to work
what you
with
said.
you.
Yeah,
genuinely wants to
they
work
believe.
with you, and they believe in what you're trying to do.
Yeah,
don't try to force shit, because in the day that's when motherfuckers start using you.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. That's when motherfuckers start like being on some shit where I don't care. You know what I mean? Like, I don't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you know, like obviously you might want somebody to manage you, and like that's cool too. But like, don't force it. Like, be in a sense where like someone's coming to you directly and be like, "Yo, I want to manage you." You know what I mean?
Yeah, like
you know
saying
like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Now what I want to talk about is the shows. So, yeah, like, okay, so you do a lot of shows around here from the valley and all that stuff or whatever. So when it comes to like performances and shit, like I've probably been to like 3 of your shows.
Oh, awesome. Thank you, bro. Appreciate that.
Yeah, like I've been there, and like I see, I'm not gonna lie, like you are one of like the better performers that I've seen, like artist wise, because you do like really like give on like a good show where it's like entertaining, like from a viewer standpoint, you know what I'm saying? So I'm pretty sure you worked on that to try to give people like that type of experience when it comes to a show, because that is crucial. Like, yeah, it's an experience. Like you said, the music has to be an experience. So even when you're performing, it has to be an experience. Like I remember I went to one of your show. Well, the first show I ever went to was one of them in Kush Kitty or whatever, and it was just like hard lit, whatever.
Shout out Kush Kitty.
Yeah, so that was that one, and then one of the second shows that I went to was a different one, and I forget where it was at. But you were doing like coordinated dance moves and shit. You were playing like Flash. You're like Flash, like, and I was like, I don't know, and then just seeing that, like that's like it's that energy does translate like into the crowd and the performance, and like you feel that, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Like, so, what's your thought process behind shows and stuff? Like, was all that coordinated, or was that just like practiced and rehearsed, or is that just like some on the spot like type shit? You know what I'm saying?
Bro, honestly, when it comes to me performing,
it's just what you're feeling.
No, I used to watch like I said, I used to watch like Lil Uzi.
There you go. Look,
all the time.
Lil Uzi back at it again.
Then like, I remember first time I ever watched him perform a YouTube video. It was like back in 2016. It was like the show where like him and Famous Dex came out. It was like him and Famous Dex, and they're performing too. And I was like, yeah, it was like an old Lyrical Lemonade video. He was performing in I think his city or it was Chicago. It was either those two, Philly or Chicago. I think it was Philly.
Oh, Uzi's from Philly too, huh? Oh shit.
Yeah, so, yeah, like it was just like one of those things where I just kind of took inspiration from him, and then also just like, you know, being able just to see people's reaction and really just interact with the crowd, and also, you know, Travis Scott too. Even his
Rager.
Yeah, and then,
and you give off the energy too. Like I've seen those two where you're just like, lit. Like those. Yeah.
Cause I just wanna turn up. You feel me? Like, you know, I'm not cool enough. I'm
trying to turn the foot good.
Like I'm not like too cool to turn up. You feel me? So
I fuck with that. I mean, yeah, you're there for a good time.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't. But as far as like the things that you do, like let's say like the dances or whatever the stuff, like do you think about like those things in the back of your head when you're performing, like of what you're gonna
do? Honestly, when it comes to that, I'm just like on some shit where like, fuck it. Okay, how can I make this the littest thing possible? Like, how can I how can I make people remember me?
Yeah, that's my question. Yeah, and it works. Yeah, so keep doing those things. Yeah, 100%. It works.
Because sometimes people be like, what the fuck? Like, I don't care. Like, even because in the day, like, you have to understand as an artist, like, you have to have that middle ground, I feel like, to understand, okay, how can I make people care?
Yeah, not everybody, like, I feel like that's one of the biggest things in creative spaces. It's like, you have to be, like, understanding that why should people care? And you have to make them care.
That's what I'm saying. So no one's gonna, like, go out their way, just be, oh my God.
Like I love you. Yeah, like, you have to put in the work. That's why it's called work. You got to put in the work. So, yeah, so... You were saying?
Like, yeah, I kind of just, like, think about it in a way where how can I make people really remember me? And I literally would, like, just, if I'm climbing up on shit, if I can just go crazy, if I tear on my shirt. Like,
have you seen that dude, Jaleel?
Yeah, shout out Jaleel. He's the GOAT, bro.
That was funny, huh? Jaleel, yeah.
Bro, yeah, he's an amazing
backflips
artist.
off of giant fucking things. Honestly, just that in itself is fucking insane.
Bro, and then him just like as an artist too is amazing. You know what I mean? I think him being so versatile and then him being always, you know, showing his true self and how addicting he is as a person is so dope. You feel me? Yeah. And I think he's gonna get even better and better and better. I think that's a great person. Like I love, you know, him as an artist. I've been supporting him for so long. I've seen his come up. I'm like, yeah, this is another person I can see like myself being like too.
Yeah. Quick sidebar. So we were talking about like old influences and like when you first started rapping and stuff, but like current new genre, new wave, whatever the fuck you want to call it, like now current influences. What current influences do you have now? Like you said, Jaleel's one of them, but who else are you like really fucking with like right now? Like whether you know them or not, it doesn't matter. Just like in general.
Honestly,
artist wise.
Like artist wise, I'm listening to a lot of Jack Harlow.
Jack Harlow? Yeah.
Jack Harlow, and then Jack Harlow, and then really I can honestly say him, and then I'm not even gonna lie, bro. I've listened to a lot of Yeet.
Yeet. Pull up now.
I listen to him like all the fucking time. Like it's crazy, but it's like it's more or less because like I don't know. Like I don't really listen to nobody like that no more. I just really listen to myself.
Yeah, it'd be like that. It gets to a point where you enjoy making music more than you even like listening to it.
Yeah. And then on top of that, like, bro, I don't know. When it comes to Yeet, it's just like I still like I still have that energy in me. So like, and then plus like I really love underground music. So it's just like addicting.
Yeah, no, I listen to Yeet a lot too. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. Like his last, not the recent one, but Two Alive and the last two before it, like those, like
great albums, great, awesome. It's so dope.
Yeah, fucking. It's funny too. I remember at the Kush Kitty show that I saw you perform at. That was the first time I've ever seen you perform, like ever. And I remember you were telling the DJ, like, "Hey, you got any Yeet? Play some Yeet." And he's like, "Nah." And you're like, "How do you not have no Yeet?"
Yeah, because I was like, "What the fuck?"
I don't know. That's just funny.
How you not have that?
For real.
Because I just wanted some lit shit to turn up with my bros with.
Yeah.
And he didn't have that.
I know fucking Bach and Chase, they be fucking with that dude a lot too. I'm pretty sure the other YVS dudes and shit. But
Sid put me on him.
Onto Yeet?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Fucking and then shout out Sid for the one time. But also, so from the shows that you have, which show that you had do you think has been like your most like memorable or enjoyable so far? Like your favorite show that you performed. Do you have one yet, or do you feel like you're still like waiting for
every show is probably a favorable moment because I get to share my music out with people. But honestly,
do you have one that like stood out though, where you were just like, damn, like this is fucking cracking, like where people were singing?
It was probably like my first ever show back kind of from COVID. It was actually, I threw it with it was with Roaring 20s. Shout out my homie Eyes. It was my first one. I threw it. I didn't throw it, but I performed. And it was pretty crazy. It was wild. It was just because it was the first time we actually had like a actual party, like after COVID, and it was just like so like fresh again. You know what I mean?
Se acabó la cuarentena.
It was wild. It was wild. What does that even mean?
Se acabó la cuarentena. That the quarantine finished.
Oh.
So I don't know if you ever heard it. It was on TikTok.
Oh yeah.
So it's like just people like getting lit, and it's like se acabó la cuarentena. Basically, that the quarantine finished and it's time to turn up, time to get lit.
Yeah, bro.
Spanish culture is funny as fuck too. I'm not gonna lie, Spanish people, the Hispanic culture be getting lit.
Of course. Always.
That's another kind of thing too. Is like about even what I kind of like about Drake, cause like he's done songs in different languages as well.
Versatile.
Yeah, so that's just fucking crazy. If you could imagine, you could make music now, but then you make music for like a whole other fucking language, and you can like translate those emotions into fucking like different languages. Yeah,
It's
so
crazy.
is I don't know. Like that would be, like I feel like for artists, like if you could speak multiple languages and you can create music in multiple languages, that would be even crazier.
Yeah, yeah, it was just more or less. I think Drake's ability to like understand his like range and understand like what he can do. You feel me? And he knows
Mm-hmm.
that. And I think the only way he you can limit yourself if you like don't think bigger. You feel me? And Drake has always been thinking bigger. You know what I mean?
I feel it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just off of everything that you produce, you know what I'm saying? Like from an outsider's perspective, like it's not hard to tell that you're a very creative person. Like you are a very creative person. You bring a lot of energy to the table, but besides everything that you have going on music wise, what else are you working on, or what are like long term goals that you may have, um, in terms of your career, and what are you looking forward of achieving in the future?
Okay.
You talked to me about a few things that you got
Uh.
plotted,
Okay. So.
but also yeah, just like long term goals. Like where do you want to take it? You know what I'm saying?
Uh. I want to have my own record label. I want to sign on my knees. Uh. I want to have one of the hottest brands in the world. I want to be like literally, like on some shit. We like Gucci, we
Yeah.
like Prada and shit.
Yeah.
Uh, last thing is I want to be in movies. I want to act. I want to do everything.
Yeah.
And then fifth thing I want to do is I want to help people. You know what I mean? I want to get back to communities. I want to help my people, and I want to uplift everyone. Like I want to help. I want to make people better human beings, like in a sense where they reach their full maximum potential. You feel me? Because I feel a lot of times,
The influence.
yeah, you know, I feel a lot of times growing up, like, you know, I see people that just don't really have guidance, and they don't really have people in their lives giving them the information. You know what I mean? And I want to be able to make the information more clear to people, so we can have more people, especially my people. You know what I mean? I wanna be able to be a leader. You know what I mean? Because I feel like there's not too many people that are leaders. You know what I mean? Like I feel a lot of people. We have a lot of famous people. You know, there's a lot of people that are famous, that are big, but we don't have like people leading. You know what I mean? And when you're a leader, it's scary, bro. When you're a leader, like it's a lot of responsibility. A lot of people don't agree with you, and you have to make sacrifices. And that's why a lot of people don't become leaders. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And they don't want to speak up, and they don't want to do as much as they can. You feel me?
Yeah.
But there's some that we do have leaders. We do have people that are, you know, guiding us and helping, you know, the culture. And I just want to be one of those people, you know.
Quick dap up to that.
Of course, man.
Yeah. Bam. Yeah, that shit's. I agree, and I feel like even myself too. Like I agree with that. Like I feel like I have like that leader spirit in me too, which
Yeah,
is.
bro, you got to, bro. And it's just like you can be a leader to yourself. You don't have to be a leader to others. You feel me? Like you can be a leader for yourself and be able to do what you want to do. You know what I mean? I think when I mean like me being a leader, it's just like in a sense it's just being influencing people. You know what I mean? To do better, to get better, to give back, to create something or create a reality where you want. You know what I mean?
That's the definition of being a leader. Honestly, I feel like yeah, no, like on some real shit though. Like yeah, you could lead yourself, but if you can really like
Inspire people.
put other people on, and let's say like you're a leader to a point where like you're telling people like yeah, I think you try this, do that, or you're just leading by example, doing this, doing that, so where
Yeah.
people start seeing it, and then people like follow you, and you can see that those people that like took your advice, saw your examples, and saw everything that you did, and they become better because of what you influence them to be in that way.
And now
That's
now you're leaving a
priceless.
legacy.
Yeah.
And now you're leaving a legacy.
There you
feel
go.
me?
Yeah.
And now, like, you know, I feel like nowadays we don't really have that. We don't really have people, you know, not really like speaking on things, but just like leading by example and doing things that can honestly, like, you know, affect the world. You know what I mean? And like for me, like, I just want to be a voice. I just want to be like, you know what I mean? Do it in my own way and just lead by action. You know what I mean? And I feel like a lot of times, a lot of people don't really look how much power we have as human beings. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like somebody thought of this, you know what I mean?
Yeah, the fucking phone. That's
You
just
know what I
a
mean?
trip.
And made that, you know what I mean? Like, we are gods, you feel me? We're able to create our own realities and project them, you feel me, and make them bigger.
Yeah, just it's all creation. We have that ability to create.
And like everything I just said, I'm gonna do. You feel me? We're gonna look back on this video. Like, oh my god, he did everything he said he was gonna do.
Which is exactly why I wanted to get my boy on here.
You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying?
And it's like it's like one of those things where you know what I mean, if you think it, you can achieve it. You feel me? If you just believe in it and you just work at it and you be consistent, it's all gonna come together. You feel me? Like, you know what I mean? I think a lot of times it's like you gotta see it with like a clear eye view. You know what I mean? You gotta be able to envision yourself at that moment, at the time. You feel me? And I feel like for me, like
it's like manifesting at that point.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And I feel like, you know, I've been in scenarios where I've had to really be able to see it for me to do it. And that takes time. And you have to really constantly think of it to make it happen. And then once it happens, you gotta do it. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, those are the trials and tribulations that everybody faces. Everybody faces.
Everybody, like literally everybody.
So if you guys are going through like a time where you guys are stressed or this and this and this and that, I mean, just understand that everybody struggles. But it's just like if you can get up at the end of the day and just do what you gotta do, then you'll be straight.
Of course.
To be honest, but also too like, cool. So we got all that, and then as far as so you said you wanted to do all those things, designer, like design your brand, movies, art, or whatever. Like, is there anybody? Because it's all to me, I see all those things as creative things. Are there any like specific collaborations that you would want to do with bigger people, bigger brands, bigger movies? Like, what movies would you want to be in? What artists would you want to collab with?
Honestly, when it comes to just that type of stuff, when it comes to collaborating, honestly, it's just whatever opportunity
is right.
That is right, and just, you know, what I feel is right, and what I feel like is the best, and, you know, what presents me, you know what I mean, and I feel like I'm gonna give it my 110%. You know what I mean? Like, I think when it comes to just me making clothes, that took a minute, that took a time. You have to learn, and now I'm really in it. Now I'm like, you know, I've produced things, and now I'm about to make it even bigger and better. And I feel like when it comes to like me getting into like acting, I haven't done I haven't even touched anything, but I know I want to do it. And I know if I do it, I can kill it. Like, you know what I mean? It's just having that confidence and being able to do it, because like I'm, you know.
That'd be dope. I'm seeing Village on the big screen. Huh.
Nah, I'm just at a point right now in my life where, you know, I realize that you can do anything. It's just all about just putting the work. You feel me?
Yeah.
And I feel like for me,
I believe that too. Yeah.
You know, I feel like for me, it's like I'm a very creative person. I'm very expressive how and who I am. You know what I mean? So I want to be able to project it in many ways. You feel me? And I feel like if I can scratch every surface, I can be the creative person possible. Then shoot, then I can be. You know what I mean? I look at Kanye West, like, he's so relevant because he's so like able to just touch on different things and make it cool and just different. You know what I mean? And he's one of my like top 3 inspo. Like Tim, it's Uzi, him, and Tyler. You feel me?
Tyler Creator?
Yeah, and it's just like those 3 people have just been themselves, and they gotten so far. You know what I mean? And I feel like if I can do that, then shoot, it's over. You know what I mean?
That's just fucking fire.
Which, like, I'm already doing it. I had to learn how to do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I had to learn how to just like keep on doing me, and you'll see, and you'll start figuring out like, okay, bet by me doing myself and being me, and like in my music and what I'm creating, it's gonna bring other opportunities. It's gonna bring the right people that I want to work with, the people that see and believe in my vision. You know what I mean?
I fuck with that, bro. Honestly, on some real shit, you have like a very like uplifting mindset.
You got to, especially in this game.
Yeah, that's just
you
dope.
Got to, but like, you know, that comes with training, bro.
Yeah, it's like a muscle.
It's a muscle. It comes with training, and it comes with just constant, self understanding of what you're lacking. You feel me? There's a lot of things I lack as a human being, and there's a lot of things I lack as you know, me in my career. You know what I mean? What
Different pockets of life.
Yeah, you know what I mean. And but understanding what you need to work on is the first step of just like, okay, I'm growing. You feel me? Like that's the first step of just understanding what you need to do and how to get better at it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because once you understand it, and once you know there's a problem, now that second hardest part is probably might be in the first part. The hardest part is actually doing it. You know what I mean? But that just comes with just practice. You feel me? Like I'm not gonna lie. I procrastinated so long just to get into like clothes and even with like getting into like my other creative outlets. You know, it's because it's like it's hard. 'Cause you're starting from ground zero again. Like I did with music. You feel me?
Yeah.
But it's like, you know, once you do it, you can't stop. And like, you know what I mean?
I love how you bring that up because, like, we're all in positions that we're in now, right?
Mhm. Yeah,
but
of
then
course.
it's like for us to like get to like different positions, we have to try different things.
Of course.
And when you do something for so long, you think like, okay, this is what I want to do. But in order for you to get to a different position, you have to try something different.
Yeah,
which
bro.
is why I started doing these podcasts. And
course.
you know what I'm saying? Like I loved engineering, and when you get used to like for you it was rapping and writing and being an artist, and for me it was engineering. Like we've both been doing that shit for so long, so it's like we're here doing these things. But then like when it's time to like to get to like a different position in your life and to grow, like you know that you need to learn new skills.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And then on top of that, like I've always wanted to do those things. I just wanted to like I just didn't know how. Now that I know these things, I know how. It's okay. I want to do them even more. You know what I mean? And now I'm gonna make it happen. I think
Yeah.
another thing I'm gonna say is too.
I'm
It's
on the
like
same
especially,
shit.
yeah,
Yeah, that shit's
especially
fire.
when you're creating, you're making music. Like I think one of the biggest things that I've taken from all of it is just like the struggles with your friends when you're with your brothers and you're just working and you're grinding
Yeah.
and you understand that like okay I want to do this level of work. You feel me? I want to make, I want to create, I want to grind, I want to hustle. You feel me? And going back to what you said of just like not being, like you're at that point in your life where you want to go into different avenues, you want to learn new skills. Like I think like every day of like being with my friends and like grinding and just being in certain tough situations makes you want to learn different things and want you to get better and better and things that you're trying to accomplish.
Yeah.
So it's like, it puts you in different spots.
Even Kobe, R.I.P. Kobe, but fucking Kobe like had an interview with Kendrick.
Yeah,
You
I
seen that one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen it, yeah.
And Kobe was saying he was like that's when like Kobe retired, and then Kobe was saying he was like, well, you think all I'm gonna do is basketball? Like you think that's all I'm gonna do in my life? He's like, nah, like there's more shit to do.
Yeah, of
So
course.
once I saw that, I was like,
Yeah,
damn, like
definitely.
that's some real shit because it's like, bro, it's like for real. You could do what you're doing, but there's always room to grow. And like you're telling me about your pops, like even when you told me about your pops, like that's just like dope how he started doing his thing, managing or whatever, and then he grew to what he does now. So
Yeah,
it's like
and
it's
crazy
cool.
because it's crazy
cool.
because like he didn't even really start off with managing. That was just another thing that he was doing on the side. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, he was really trying to start his own brand, start his own business. You feel me? And that was just side things that he was doing. Having multiple streams of income. You know what I mean? Like he just taught me that and just taught me how to like do
It's
whatever
that
you want. You know
that
what I mean?
that hustler
Mentality.
perspective. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just dope as fuck. Honestly, dope shit that we got.
Thank you, bro.
today.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, man. We're going crazy.
Thank you for coming, my
Thank you
boy.
for having me, man.
Yeah, this shit's fucking dope as fuck. But before we close out, I just wanna ask you like a few more things, and then we'll wrap it up. But
That's good.
so as far as everything that we talked about, we got pretty deep on certain things. But do you have like a specific special message to the youth or for any viewers that may be watching? Anything that you just like feel like you need to say to the people?
Honestly, it's okay to feel what you're feeling right now. It's okay to feel doubt. It's okay to be scared.
Yeah.
It's okay to feel like you're never gonna make it. That's the pain that you have to go through and
Yeah.
use to
fuel.
to fuel yourself and to make you feel better.
Yeah.
You feel me? You have to, if you really want it that bad and it hurts that bad, it means you want it that bad. And if you want it that bad, then go out and get it. You feel me? And this is the whole part of the process. This is the origin story. This is the part where you're Peter Parker and you're getting bullied, and then your Uncle Ben dies, and then you become Spider-Man. It's like the whole part of your story. This is the turning point. This is where Bruce Wayne, his parents got killed. This is gonna make you who you are.
I love those analogies, my
You know
boy.
what I'm saying? Like, you have to understand, I think a lot of times we always think the worst things are happening to us, but they happen to everybody. And the only reason why we're saying it's happening to us, it's only happening to us because it's happening to us. You feel me? That's the only reason why you're saying it's only happening to you, because it's happening to you. But it happens to everybody. It's normal. It's life.
Yeah.
You're gonna feel that disappointment, that pain, but you have to use that pain into the music. Pour it into the music. Pour it into the work ethic. You feel me? Make better product. You feel me? It's going to push you, but always be authentic and always be yourself and ride it through. You have, like, I'm telling you, it's a marathon, bro. It's a marathon. Like, literally. Like,
Shout out Nipsey. Nipsey
literally,
too.
you don't know when you're gonna be on your final lap. You don't know when you're gonna be on your victory lap.
Yeah.
Only you can decide that, and depending how hard you run every single time, literally.
For sure. That's just fucking dope as fuck. And then on top of that too, do you have any last shout outs you wanna give to your people, to the folks
shout
watching?
YVS gang shit.
Yeah.
Shout everybody. shout all that.
Shout your shit.
We going crazy.
Yeah.
Man, we taking over and we going stupid. Oh, shout out my man Julian. Shout out Overnight. You know what I'm saying? Type
Everybody.
shit, gang shit, all that. We going crazy, man. Honestly, like,
Keep going.
It's our time, man. It's our time. Third time. It's the final arc. We gonna go crazy.
For shorties. All right, so I think that's good for this episode of the
Yes,
podcast.
sir.
Yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to follow YVS Village on Instagram and stream his music. I'm gonna link all that shit down below. So if you're watching this video on YouTube, which they're just on YouTube right now, just scroll down and click the link. It's not hard. It's not hard to check these people out.
No.
Yeah, and then also be sure to follow our page at Goobster's Room. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And also be sure to subscribe and like the video.
Hell
Okay, so
yeah.
subscribe to the channel and like the video if you enjoyed this topic, this conversation, and all that. And then again, thank you, Village,
Thank you for having me,
for being
gang.
a guest. I hope you fuck with it. That shit was dope.
No, it's just fire, man. Thank you for giving me a platform, bro. I appreciate you helping so many people out, man. Thank you.
Yeah. So that's just what I'm trying to do. You know what I'm saying? And then again, thank you to all the viewers watching, because at the end of the day, like, if you guys stuck around to the end and all that stuff, like, it was dope that we could provide this stuff for you.
Of course.
Yeah, but with all that being said, that's it for this episode, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.
Woo!
Peace.